So in today's video we're going to be going over all the stats for all of the gear sets. Now I have done a lot of the gear sets in individual or comparative videos, such as Heartbreaker versus Striker, Rigger versus Hardwired, etc, etc. I'm just going to basically do like a short form version and basically get them all into one place. There will be links either in the little top right for the pop-ups or in the description somewhere when I remember to edit the video in YouTube. And this will take you into a video onto your certain one that you wish for a more in-depth comparison or in-depth knowledge. I will also be showing their maximum stack capabilities, as a lot of them do stack. Up first we have Aces and Eights, designed for MMRs. Aces has 15% marksman rifle damage, typically called additive, 30% headshot damage, which is multiplicative, and then 30% amp, which is obviously an amplifier. If we use the chest piece for Aces and Eights, we get 15% marksman, 30% headshot, but now our amplifier has gone from 30 to 50. If we use the backpack, it will allow us to get our 30 or 50% amplifier onto one extra bullet. Up next we have Negotiator's Dilemma. This is best used on rapid fire automatic weapons, ARs, SMGs, or indeed rifles. Pairs particularly well with Diamondback. This set will give us 15% critical hit chance, 20% critical hit damage, which is a multiplier, and then the 4-piece bonus is allowing us to get 20 stacks of 2% critical hit damage each, up to another 40% multiplier, giving us a grand total of 60% in our critical hit damage multiplier total. Using the chest will allow us to go from tagging a maximum of 3 enemies to a maximum of 5, and then using the backpack will allow us to go from transferring 60% of our total critical hit damage to 100% of our total critical hit damage, including, on both sides, all other multipliers involved with that critical hit. Up next we have Ongoing Directive. This pairs with basically any weapon, though for best results in a close proximity, see Scorpio. The bonuses for Ongoing Directive are 15% status effect, 30% reload, and then a 20% amplifier for both you and your team. If we run the chest piece, we get 15% status effect, 30% reload speed, a 35% amplifier for you, however your team still gets the 20% amplifier. For the backpack, this will increase the bleed status effect by 50%, which is going to be its duration, and it will also increase the bleed damage done by 100%. Then we have Tip of the Spear. This pairs beautifully well with both the Grenadier or Demolitionist specialization or the Marksman specialization, more commonly known as Sharpshooter. My brain is mush today. This will allow you to regenerate quite a bit of ammo, which is why it pairs with these very, very well, because they're simply just big boom hits. Tip of the Spear will offer us 10% specialization weapon damage, 10% all weapon damage, and 20% total weapon damage, which is a multiplier. If we incorporate the chest talent to this, we then get a 40% total weapon damage buff. Utilizing the backpack will increase our specialization damage from 10% to 30%. It also doubles the rate in which we gain ammo. For the examples I gave earlier, both for Demolitionist and for Sharpshooter, typically you will only gain 1 bullet per minute, now you will gain 2. Then we have the big boy, Strikers. Best used with rapid fire weapons, shotguns, SMGs, ARs, and 1 rifle, which is going to be Ravenous. This will give us 15% weapon handling, 15% rate of fire, which is directly multiplicative to your DPS, and a 65% amp. If we take this into account with the backpack, we get the exact same thing, but now we have a 100% amp, as the backpack takes us from a 0.65 multiplier to a 1% multiplier. If we now just look at it with the chest, 15% weapon handling, 15% rate of fire, and then 130% amp, though we have doubled the amount in which we need to gain stacks. And finally, chest and backpack together, 15% weapon handling, 15% rate of fire, and then a 200% amplifier. We now have system corruption. This is typically used exclusively in PvP because of the bonuses it can offer. In terms of its actual perk bonuses, we get 15% armor on kill, 40% disrupt and pulse resistance, and a total of 20% total weapon damage. What this set does in its entirety is it replaces your standard medkit with an instant use ability of infinite use on a 20-second cooldown. This new medkit will only repair 20% of your armor, however it will also provide you with 50% bonus armor and hide your nameplate for 5 seconds. Like I said, very good in PvP. Utilising the chest will decrease the cooldown from 20 seconds to 15, and utilising the backpack will give you 100% bonus armor instead of 50. Now for the tankiest of tanks, it's Foundry Bulwark, paired or works best with the Bulwark Shield. Now we have the bonuses, which is 10% armor. The 3 set bonus is 1% armor regen and 50% additive shield health. And then the 4 set bonus is taking damage will repair both you and your shield by 20% of the damage taken over 15 seconds. Incorporating the chest with the talent increases the repair for both you and your shield from 20% to 30%. Utilising the backpack will give it a 10-second duration rather than over 15. And obviously using both the chest and the backpack will give you 30% repair over 10 seconds. Now it's time for a personal favourite of mine, Hunter's Fury. Pairs best with shotguns and SMGs. You can use ARs or anything you want, but you will be limited. Hunter's Fury offers 15% shotgun and SMG damage, 20% armor on kill as well as 100% health on kill, and to round it all off we have a 53.15% amplifier. Hunter's Fury also disorients and confuses all enemies within 5 meters when getting a kill, which can be further increased when utilising the backpack from 5 meters to 10 meters. Your overall stacking mechanic when utilising Hunter's Fury will last a grand total of 10 seconds. Utilising the chest will increase this to a 30-second duration. Now we have the set for the Americans, True Patriot. Cue the Canadian national anthem. True Patriot will offer you a 30% ammo capacity, a 30% magazine size, an 8% amplifier to your damage as well as all of your teams, 2% heal per second over a course of a single hit, and an 8% incoming damage mitigation. This talent is quite peculiar how it works, as it is on a rotation. You will need to hit the enemy for any of the third stats to apply, both increasing the damage the enemies take, amplifying your damage as well as your team's damage by 8%, the 2% heal, as well as the 8% incoming damage mitigation. These buffs are on a 2-second rotation, however utilising the chest will decrease this to a 1.5-second rotation. If we include the backpack, the amplifier goes from 8 to 12%, the heal goes from 2 to 3%, and the incoming damage mitigation goes from 8 to 12%. Enemies that die under the effect of all 3 debuffs will explode in a patriotic flash of red, white and blue. This will damage all enemies within a 5-meter radius for the combined amount of your, the player, health and armor, along with a few multipliers such as glass cannon. Eclipse Protocol, absolutely beautiful as a status skill build or as a CC build. Eclipse Protocol will give you 15% status effect, 15% skill haste, and 30% hazard protection. It will also refresh the duration of the status on kill, spreading the status. If we incorporate the chest talent, we get a 75% status refresh, and if we incorporate the backpack, we also get a 30% amp to status affected enemies. Awkward moment when even the Division 2 has free healthcare, this is Future Initiative. This gear set will give us 30% repair skills, 30% skill duration and 50% skill haste. It will also give us and the entire team 15% total weapon damage multiplicative, and it shares 60% of the heal to all allies within 5 meters. Adding in the chest our 15% total weapon damage goes to 25, and then the backpack will increase the heal share amount from 60% to 120. Now we have Hardwired, an interesting set that can be used for both healer, necromancer, and of course skill build. However, the main use for this set is going to be in a jammer or seeker spam setting for the Iron Horse raid or legendaries. Hardwired will give you a 15% skill haste increase, a 15% skill damage increase, and a 30% skill repair increase. Using or cancelling a skill will remove 30 seconds from its cooldown. It will also increase your total skill repair and your total skill damage by 10% for 2 seconds. The cooldown of this activating is every 20 seconds. If we use the chest for this set, it will give us the exact same, apart from we will now gain 25% total skill damage and total repair skill. These are both multiplicative. If we use the backpack, it will reduce the cooldown from 20 seconds to 10 seconds. We now have the Heartbreak Kid, or just Heartbreaker, because that's me, Heartbreaker. Heartbreaker will allow us to get 15% AR and LMG damage, additive, 15% weapon handling, and a total of a 50% amplifier. If we incorporate the chest, we will get a 100% amplifier. In conjunction with the overall stacking mechanic with Heartbreaker, not only will you be increasing your damage per stack, you will also be gaining 1% bonus armor per stack. Without the chest, you will be gaining 50% bonus armor. With the chest, you will be gaining 100% bonus armor. And if you also utilize the backpack, you will gain 2% bonus armor per stack, allowing you to have 200% bonus armor. Nearly there, I promise. We're on Umbra. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this set. I know it works very well with rapid fire weapons, and it also pairs pretty damn good with run and gun setups, allowing you to zip in and out of combat. I apparently suck at this. This set will give us 15% critical hit chance, 30% reload speed, and then at maximum capability on the 4-piece bonus with the set, it will give you 50% critical hit damage, 15% fire rate, and 40% armor regen. If we utilize the chest, this will buff our damage side of this talent, which is 100% critical hit damage and now 30% fire rate. The backpack will increase our armor regen to 80%. Two more, you can do it, 2 more. Hot shot. God, I nearly got it. Hot shot will give us 30% MMR damage, 30% weapon handling, 30% headshot damage. Then with consecutive hits, 20% amplified on headshot, 10% armor on headshot damage, and then refill magazine on headshot damage. You do not have to kill, you just need to get the headshot. Missing headshots will cause these bonuses to reset and recycle. If you are already at maximum armor, you will gain 10% bonus armor up to a maximum of 50. This can be increased by incorporating the chest, which will increase the bonus armor maximum from 50 to 100. With regards to consistently hitting heads, you can alleviate this by utilizing the backpack, which means you can miss one shot before the actual set bonuses start to reset and recycle. Last, and also maybe least, is potentially still bugged Cavalier. This will give us 30% hazard protection, 40% repair skill, and 50% damage mitigation. This is the part that is potentially still bugged. It is meant to be 50% mitigation against skill damage. However, I'm getting reports that this is still mitigating all forms of damage. You will spend 10 seconds gaining a 5% damage mitigation buff per second out of cover. At maximum stack, being 50%, this will then be shared for 10 seconds to your team, including your total hazard protection. After 10 seconds with it being on your team, it comes back to you and you must charge up the stacks again, remaining out of cover. Utilizing the chest talent, it will increase the maximum damage mitigation from 50% to 70%, and utilizing the backpack means that the charge up, rather than going up in intervals of 5%, will go up in intervals of 10%, meaning that with the chest and backpack, you only have to be out of cover for 7 seconds, gaining 10% stacks 7 times. Anyway, that will be it for this video. Hopefully it has helped people out, get a brief overview of what each gear set is capable of. There will be links somewhere, like I said at the start of the video, probably most likely in a description, that can take you to a more detailed description of what each set is able to do. I don't think I have done all of them, although I think I've done a good portion of them. Have fun, good luck, don't die. It's bad for the health.